Voodoo Donuts, and could Universal Studios Florida change its name? On episode 285 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode number 285 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. This is Chris hosting, and joining me I have Lee.
Hello, everyone.
Tracy.
Hello.
And Martin.
What's up, Internet?
Hey.
I feel like I've just stole someone's thunder there.
Wait, that wasn't Darren?
No, that wasn't Darren. Darren doesn't sound like a Geordie.
Geordie Darren.
How's everybody been?
Good.
Yeah, still here.
Very good.
Bit of lurgy, but I'm all right now.
Man flu.
I didn't say man flu, I said lurgy.
Yeah.
Scientifically proven worse than any other flu going.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Chris, how nervous are you hosting your first show?
I'm sorry. It's a little nerve-wracking, but not too bad.
It's easy.
Yeah. Well, Darren and Nina are in Universal Orlando, so we expect to hear a lot from Darren on the next news show.
Well, let's be honest, right? I think it was either last show or the show before when we mentioned to Darren and asked him when the last time he actually went to the parks was before Halloween Horror Nights, and he genuinely couldn't remember the last time he'd been to the parks that wasn't a Halloween Horror Nights night. So I'm not going to
he's letting those passes collect some dust.
I know.
It's disgusting.
What's that all about? I'd have burnt a hole in by now if it was me.
You'd probably come back more excited though.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's get things started off with some Producers Club's birthday.
Yes.
As we always
do. I like birthdays, but nobody ever sent us cake. Very upset about that. No cake. So, for February, we have...
It's not all of February.
Well, no, for the first half of February, we have, on February the 5th, the very lovely Robin Woodmansey's birthday. Happy birthday, Robin!
Happy birthday, Robin.
Happy birthday.
And on February the 10th, we have the equally lovely Melanie Brookbank's birthday. Happy birthday, Melanie!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Send cake. Yes.
They're all in America, though.
Yes.
It wouldn't do well coming across the pond. We have had butterbeer fudge sent from across the pond.
We have, yeah, but mine was better.
I'll have to receive those cakes for you guys, and I'll let you know how it is.
There you go.
Take one for the team.
Yeah. Now, before we do move on, it's not a birthday, but I do have something else that I want to add into the celebratory little section. Just want to say huge congratulations to Kieran Elliott and Pippa Young on their engagement. So,
Congratulations, guys. This is a weird one. Because Kieran works in the news agents up the road from
post
us.
Office. Kieran's lovely. Haven't met Pippa yet. But I will be having words with them because, you know, it's a very serious thing, is marriage. And when you've already got engaged in front of Cinderella's castle...
Boo.
No, they're huge Disney fans.
Uh-oh.
I know. But, you know, I've got time to educate them.
I know.
You know.
He's listening to this, so...
Friend there that he's trying to tie Pippa down before you guys meet her?
Maybe.
Never thought of that. I'll be having a word, Kieran. But yeah, we're really, really happy for you. And here's to a Universal wedding. Woo!
Yes.
And
Congrats,
cake.
guys.
And cake.
Yeah, he was only up the road.
Yes,
so,
we can have wedding cake. That's
definitely
fine. Yes.
And you let us know how it tastes.
We will.
Cool.
All right. So I guess let's stay on a positive note here and move over to a S.P.E.W with Martin.
Thanks. We've got a S.P.E.W this evening from Samantha Lynn. So I have a S.P.E.W for you guys. I didn't catch the team members' names because there were so many.
Ooh.
My now fiance planned a proposal on the Hogwarts Express.
That's done
So
right.
wedding theme tonight. He had his mom leave each of the books at different locations throughout the park. Each book had a clue to find the next. The team members were awesome, and they wrote little notes to me in each of the books. They were very excited and helpful when giving me clues. They even helped my wand get chosen at Ollivander's.
Awesome.
The people working at the Hogwarts Express were all standing in a line clapping when we got off after he proposed. It's the most perfect day ever, and I really appreciated everything they did to help. Thank you very much, Samantha. He sounds way more romantic than me, so kudos
Wow.
to him.
Wow, he is a keeper.
Kieran, that's how you should have done it.
No, I saw the pictures of how they did it. It was lovely. Leave him alone.
Wow.
The effort's gone into that.
It's fairly awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Lee.
is cool. What? We didn't even know Universal existed when I proposed, so
I think I deserve a third proposal.
it would be a
I would
third
be a
one
third
as
one,
well.
yes.
All right, I'll see what I can do next time we're all.
I didn't
You
say
gotta
no
get
the
there
first
first.
time.
Well, that's the big thing, yes.
No, just to clarify, I didn't say no the first time.
Yeah.
I just got-
yeah,
yeah.
people might have read it that
Yes.
way. Yeah,
I said
no.
yes the first time, and then
We did a re
yeah,
thing.
with new rings.
Anyway.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, so another
Re-re-re
congratulations.
at Universal. Yeah.
That was awesome. And very well tied in there.
Choreographed.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Some serious brownie points, in my view.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
The thing is, the bar's been set. He set the bar too high already now. It's all downhill from there.
Yeah, that's going to have to be a very high budget wedding.
She's going to expect it in Hogwarts Castle.
He's going to have to go and get a loan from Gringotts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
that's cool. How everybody got involved as well.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Really good stuff there. So let's move right along and go over to a Did You Know with Mouse and Muggle.
Hey guys, this is Robin
And Michelle?
from Mouse and Muggle Travel Company with another great Did You Know tip. Hey Michelle, did you know that there are unmarked spell locations that can be found in the Wizarding World?
I've heard about this, but I've never sought them out.
Yeah. So, as you all know, you can buy an interactive wand at the Wizarding World, and it will come with a map that has many, many locations for all of the different spells. They are marked with medallions set in the pavement, and the map will tell you where they all are, except a few.
Cool.
There are a few locations that you will find the medallions set in the pavement, but it isn't on the map. And the spell isn't located there either. So just a little tip. It seems to be that a simple triangle works. Or just waving your wand around a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. But there are a few of them. 2 of them, to give it away, are right in front of Slug and Jigger's Apothecary on Diagon Alley. The next time you're there,
Huh.
you're going to have to take a look.
So it's just a basic medallion. It doesn't have the spell marked out on it.
Correct.
Huh.
Yep. And
Okay.
then when you're facing the window, you can see, as a kind of spoiler alert, the wands do have a little light, the little sensor
Yeah.
at the end, and that you can see the red lights that are looking for the directions of your wand movement. So when you're looking into the window, you can see those red lights,
Okay.
but they are not on the map. So many people are going by that map to go find all the different locations that they can use their wand at. But look a little closer, and there's some extra ones.
Huh. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
So now you're going to have to look for it the next time you're there.
Yeah, I will. Maybe when I'm there with Izzy next year, we'll try to find them together.
Exactly. She will love that. We're heading there soon, and we will definitely see if we can find some more for you.
Sweet.
Well, that is all. Well, that does it this week's for the Did You Know? Not do you. Did you know by the Mouse?
And the Muggle.
Chris, do you own an interactive wand at all?
No, I was actually going to say I don't have one. Like, we never got one. I have one of the old ones when it first opened, the magical ones, I guess.
The plastic ones.
Yeah.
Real? What are you talking about?
They're not. We've had that
After
issue
that
with
price,
our
it must be
daughter.
bloody real.
Sorry, Chris, go on.
Yeah. No, yeah, we haven't done it. We actually wanted to do the experience inside Ollivanders to go and, pick out a wand and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously we've seen everybody go around the park, waving their wand. I think it's really cool to have some, Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Inside of the area that isn't on the map. So you got to kind of do a little digging yourself.
Martin, have you done it?
I haven't. It was there last time we were there. I think the only thing that kind of not spoiled it, but obviously we were there kind of August busy time, so there's just queues. So it was just stand in a queue and watch it. So it was good. It was really interesting. But like I say, forking out that amount of money for it was a bit like when there's 8 we're going. We didn't bother.
Yeah, I think if you're going to do it, you've got to hit it either first thing in the morning when it's dead quiet, or Chris, you'd probably say Halloween Horror Nights would be a good time to do it. That
would definitely be a good time to do it.
Because it's that thing, like you say, if there's queues there, you're just going to have stood, and by the time you get round to doing it, you're going to have seen it a dozen times before then anyway.
Yeah.
But I think, who did we have on? Was it Chris Ruck when we were talking about the interactive one spots, Tracy? And I think there's about 12 hidden ones. And there's a few in Diagon Alley and there's a few in Hogsmeade as well.
And I saw spots, but I consider I'm the only one in the family that doesn't have a wand.
What's your own fault?
I should have got one.
It was heaving every time we went in there, though.
It was.
Yeah, it's usually just slammed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever been in when it's been quiet. Hogsmeade we have, but not Diagon Alley. It was always mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always see like those pictures they post up in the Facebook page where it'll just be an empty Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
Like, how did you get this picture? I don't understand sometimes.
I know they say a lot of the time if you can get in there first thing after, like for early entry from the hotels, you can get in and it will be. Because at that point, everyone's going straight to Gringotts. So you could potentially get it to yourself. But we were never in there when it was anything less than sort of half full. I don't know what full is. I wonder if there's a point where they get a specific area. You know, they close the parks down when it gets to a certain capacity. I wonder somewhere like Diagon Alley that is a one in and one out, if there's a specific point where they will stop allowing people into it.
They'll have to, I would imagine with that, they'll have to for
but
health and safety reasons.
How do they know? They're not counting people in and out. How are they going to know? It's different going into the parks because they've got tickets going through.
Don't forget, there's cameras up. Everything's always being heavily watched. They'll be able to see from the amount of people that are filling the space.
Do you know if they ever did that to Diagon Alley, how they did with Hogsmeade when they first opened?
The return time.
Because they did block people from going in. Yeah.
I don't know, actually.
Do you know if they ever did that?
From my memory, I don't really remember Diagon Alley being as busy as Hogsmeade was when it first opened. I think Gringotts was. But the place itself, I don't remember. Like, I know that if you go back and Google the queues for Hogsmeade when it opened, the queues just to get into that land were wrapped around CityWalk, which is, like, I would love to be the first person into a new area the day it opened, but there's no way.
No.
I mean, I remember Gregory going, when Gregory was part of the team at that time, going to ride Gringotts, I'm sure it was the day it opened, and he queued for 6.5 hours. It broke down, and they shut the area before he even had a chance to get on it. They give him a return time ticket to come back the next day, and he still queued for 3.5 hours the next day to get on it. 10 hours, no thanks.
I don't know. That's just insane to me.
There's not a ride anywhere on this planet
that
I would queue that long for.
Yeah, even to give a comparison, I mean, I've talked about it before, where I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And once that land opens, you still won't catch me there, maybe even the first year. I feel like it's going to be insanity.
Yeah, you know it's going to be bad, if not worse, than when Hogsmeade opened.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
And I don't think the infrastructure for Hollywood studios is anywhere near good enough to deal with it.
No.
But it seems like when we went to
bottleneck over there too. So
yeah, that's going to be mental, and it's going to be, as a Star Wars fan, Chris, that's got to kill you because, like, I really want to go, but oh my god,
it is. But I know how. I mean, just watching the Pandora, land open up.
Yeah,
that's still pretty crazy to this day, and it's been open over a year or almost a year now.
Has it been that long?
So,
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's about a year because I remember we were trying to go to it last year. Florida residents, like, a special rate to come in.
Right.
That's usually when we'll go over to those parks. But they blocked you off. They blocked us off from Animal Kingdom because it was just opening up at that time.
Yeah.
think it was around the May time frame. So,
and that's a property
Close to
that
a
no one could care less about.
exactly.
And you think if that how popular that was, you think the queues for Flight of Passage were like 6.5 hours, like first thing in the morning. Those Star Wars rides are just going to be insane.
Yeah, something that everybody loves.
It's just going to be insane.
Yeah.
I just hope that it gives Universal the kick in the ass to. I think they've rested on the laurels a little bit since. I think we've said this on the show before. I think they've opened some good attractions since Forbidden Journey opened, but I don't think they've really pushed themselves. You know, I like Gringotts, but it's not amazing. Skull Island I haven't ridden, but it just seems like another one of those type of rides. You know, it's a screen-based thing that's just a replica of something they've already done out in Hollywood. Fast and Furious looks like it's going to be the same. Jimmy Fallon, you know, another screen-based attraction. They've never really tried to extend themselves too much, and I think they have rested on the laurels of what they did with the Wizarding World, and I think they need that shove to just bring them out of this little by the numbers phase they're doing and really take it to the next level, which I think Nintendo will be.
You also don't know what's coming where Dragon Challenge was.
That's very true.
You know, and that's a big area of land, and it could be that actually they're not so much resting on the laurels as kind of just having an easy little bit, whatever that word is I'm looking for, until they go into this major phase of building, and you
which
don't know
it
what's
looks
coming
like
in.
It's coming. As a friend of ours told us today that things have been delayed. Apparently certain announcements have been delayed, which was the bad news, but the good news is apparently there's even more announcements for the future coming.
So it could be that they've just been needs must type of attractions just to fill that space and keep it so it's fresh. Because if they didn't change things up every now and again, people would complain it's getting stale. They can't win. So maybe they've just done little changes because they're putting all their eggs in these other two baskets.
And that's what worries me a little bit, though, that it's going to be, if the Dragon Challenge replacement's going to be the next big one, it's another Potter thing, and you've already got the Potter haters out there that go, or not even necessarily the people that hate Potter, just those people that are like, you know, Hunter was one that sort of sat on it a little bit, and I think Darren did as well. They're putting too much into that Harry Potter basket.
Yeah, I agree.
But that might be the final phase.
I'll say it myself.
I know there's a rumour. Well, I mean, over there. I mean, in Ireland.
We still got the Fear Factor too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's Universal. Yeah.
Yeah. I think as long as they own the rights to Harry Potter, I think you will see upgrades regularly, because I think it'll be something, knowing how involved JK was and how strict she was on what they did in those lands, I think she will never want it to just sit there and become stale. So I think you're seeing these upgrades a lot because she's on top of them, making sure that it doesn't just become a stale old theme park land, and that's good because that's what you want.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even to add to that, I mean, you got to think that, you know, they've been pushing up the price of butterbeer, pushing up the price of merchandise, price of tickets, and people are still coming. There's no slowing down, you know, these people buying all of this merchandise, food, and, you know, park entrance. So that tells them, hey, people still love this. Let's keep on, you know, rolling with it.
Yeah.
Now, to play devil's advocate on that is you also should diversify just a little bit and, you know, kind of work on some other stuff. I think they did get, you know, not lazy, but a little, you know, in a safe territory with, Fast and Furious and all these screen-based rides. But I think definitely when, you know, they start getting competition from Disney, you know, they're going to have to step it up again and try to push it over to another level.
Yeah. I'm just thinking,
competition's good.
It is.
Absolutely.
And I'm just thinking they're kind of off the back of what you've said, Tracy. There's nothing to say, because they obviously said at the beginning of the year that they're going to put whenever it was 2 or 3 years ago when NBC bought all the rights to the parks, that they would put a new e-ticket attraction in every year. So there's nothing to say that we're going to do, right, so we've got the King Kong thing over there, so we'll build a standalone ride based on that. So it's not going to cost us a fortune, but it's still going to be relatively expensive. Disaster's on its last legs now. Let's replace that. Let's put something in that, you know, it's one of the biggest blockbuster franchises of all time. We know we've got it. We've just put it in over in Hollywood. We'll do a standalone ride for that, similar to what we did with Kong. So people are still getting a new ride, but it's not going to cost a fortune because the R&D and everything's already done for it.
Yeah.
But it's still going to cost us enough. We'll put Jimmy Fallon in there. It's replacing something that no one really cares about anymore. It's a new ride. It's fresh, and because people either do or don't like Jimmy Fallon. So it's something that if they wanted to, they could easily replace it. So what they're doing is putting smaller attractions in that are costing them little amounts, and then using that money that's left over from, rather than putting in a massive ride, that money will get used for your Dragon Challenge replacement, your Ministry of Magic, your Nintendo. So it could be that they're putting in smaller attractions to save money, but then pump that money into other things. That I would be happy with. Because when you look at like Hogsmeade, I know talking to Andy Haterfly, that a lot of the budget got cut on that, what it was originally supposed to be. So hopefully this is a thing that's like, if we take a little bit back from that ride, and we'll take a little bit back from that ride, and we'll take a little bit back from that, and pump it into that, then what we get in the future could be better than what it could have been, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It does, yeah.
But yes, any pushback from Disney is good, because it's going to
Exactly.
make Universal sit up and take notice,
It's
because they are
win-win for the
aggressive.
consumer.
Yeah. At the end of the day, Universal are there. They've set their stall out now to be their major competitors. So they're going to be looking at everything Disney are doing and have to react accordingly.
Yeah, definitely.
Aye.
Cool.
So moving along, let's go over to a topic that I think everybody loves: food,
Oh, yes.
in particular, donuts.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Voodoo Donuts.
Yes. I'm so excited about this.
All of us are, I think. So we've been reporting rumors of the Element Skate Shop being replaced by Voodoo Donuts for a while now.
Yes.
Well, it's finally official. Voodoo Donuts will open at Universal CityWalk, Universal Orlando Resort's entertainment and dining complex. Loved for its sinfully delicious, delightfully weird lineup of fried creations, Voodoo Donuts will feature signature originals and one-of-a-kind delectables, such as the Dirt Donut, the Bacon Maple Bar,
Yes.
Grape Ape,
Yes.
and, of course, Voodoo Doll Donuts.
Which is awesome.
Absolutely. Now,
Kenneth Cat Daddy Pogson and Tress Shannon created Voodoo Donuts in Portland, Oregon in 2003. The pair had enjoyed experimenting with unique flavors to create eccentric pastries, and they turned their passion into phenomenon that is the Voodoo Donut. As they say, the rest is history.
Yes,
So-
I have to say, when writing these notes out, I'll give you a bit of duff information there. It's not Voodoo Donuts. It's apparently just called Voodoo Donut.
yes, it is. I'm
Oh,
looking at the
no.
sign.
Yes,
Yes.
that's my fault.
I would like to know
Okay.
how much Universal are going to make them scale back their
Yeah, I'm censored.
interesting
Well, isn't the one
view
called
on things.
the Big Tex Ass Donut
yes,
or something?
It's 5 or 6 times the size of a normal
Yeah.
donut. We also
Well,
have
the,
the
Oh, it's
cock-
there. They've just called it the Texas.
Yeah, but the text. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also the balls.
Are we allowed to say that on
I'd
here?
just like to say they do claim that the magic is in the hole. and
Anyone listening with kids, cover their ears.
Yes.
This is disgusting.
and good things come in pink boxes.
Okay.
We have the old dirty as well.
They do. The
Oh, that's
ODB.
still there, the ODB on the menu, yeah.
There was a few that I spotted because I have been drooling over the menu quite a bit.
I'm intrigued by the
Bit.
no-name donut. What the hell is that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just sniggering at the chocolate ring. That's just
Jesse,
me,
you'll
you
be
know.
in heaven here because there's like
There's a lot of chocolate donuts.
5 different types of cruller.
Oh, I know. Tell me
The
about it.
triple chocolate penetration.
Wait, where's that?
Don't sound too excited, young man.
I think me and Chris have the actual Universal menu. I think they're looking at the
I'm
other
looking
one.
at the official one. There's a-
Maybe that menu is scaled back then to all.
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah.
I think this is the Maple Blazer Blunt.
Yeah, I don't think that's there.
No. I must admit, I do hope that the Marshall Mathers is going to be there because I think it's genius.
I am looking on the menu and I cannot see it.
No way. It's a plain cake donut with vanilla frosting, and guess what it's topped with?
M&M's.
M&M's.
Oh, they even got vegan donuts there.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not vegan.
No.
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 They actually look all right as well. They've actually put some flavour into them as vegan rather than just being very bland and cardboardy.
Yes, I was in touch. I haven't actually managed to reply to him, but our good friend Mr. James H. Carter III from the Creepy Kingdom podcast, I know goes to Universal Hollywood all the time, so I'm going to charge him to go over there and if I bribe him with a couple of donuts to see if he'll do as a blog post about it. Because I am quite intrigued. I know Darren was posting on Twitter the other day that his body is ready. But we still haven't got any word when it's opening. They've just said spring, I think. What's a shell donut?
I don't know. I'm just laughing at the dirty snowball.
Yeah, that's on this menu.
Oh, it looks like a boob.
Oh, there's no... We have got drawn for crappy
it's
pictures.
It's a chocolate cake donut with a pink marshmallow topping dipped in coconut with a dollop of peanut butter in the middle. And there's two of them on the official website.
I bet there is.
So what is on the...
Are we going to go through... No, I'm not going through all of these.
I need to know.
Well, I was just going to say, my other half's clearly just heard us talking about Voodoo Donuts, and I've just got a picture just going, need this, the apple fritter.
Oh, yes, that looks amazing.
I'm interested in the Mexican hot.
Yeah.
I think some of these are new for Universal.
The Flyer dozen.
You just got to grab one of everything, go through it.
This is what I hate about places like this, especially for us coming over from the UK, because it's like if you live locally and you've got an annual pass and you go regularly, you just go, look, we'll just go and get 4 or 5 every time we go. But for us coming over, you can't really go in and just go, right, how many of you have on the menu? There's about 40 there. One of each, please.
Well, I think I may have actually just solved that problem, Lee, because if on the website they've got a Voodoo van, and according to the website, anything out of Portland, they'll only charge you $50 in fuel. So
awesome.
Let's get to Darlington, we'll head down, and we're good. $50. I mean, there's no caveats on it or anything. Let's get it higher.
I think I might try that.
I think we should.
Where's your address? Well, I currently, I was nearly said our address there. The UK, might be a bit more than 50.
Oh no, it's there in writing.
Minimum 2 hours. I mean, that's plenty of donut eating time. We'll be good. We'll be good.
I would just like to point out that when we have been to other donut venues, because other donuts are available, I don't expect them to be as good as these, though. Well, we've got big boxes and ended up binning some because they've gone off, haven't they?
Oh, you can say Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. But it's also, I mean, it doesn't help that we've got kids. When we go to Krispy Kreme up here, which is very, very rare.
I've gone off them now, actually.
I know, we only tend to go when they've got the buy a box, get a box free. So come on with 24 donuts.
They freeze really well.
They do. The ring donuts do. But yeah, we get a big box of donuts. And then everybody goes, oh, I've had too much. That'll do for now. And the lid gets closed and I'm sat there going,
I don't do that.
I've only just got started. I could eat them all. So I probably could eat one of each.
I am looking at this menu and I am very interested in the wooden coffin of donuts that's $139.
Oh, yes.
Plus $50 in fuel.
How many donuts is in that coffin?
And that's the coffin that you need after you've eaten them all.
Yeah.
Notice how it's right next to the weddings inquire within.
yeah, I saw that as well.
They do weddings.
It says weddings inquire within.
So Kieran and Pippa. And who's a S.P.E.W?
Samantha,
Samantha, there you go. There's your wedding cake sorted.
Right. Are we not? Is everyone missing the obvious one here?
Darren and Nina.
That's the one.
No, we're not putting pressure on them. Put pressure on them. They go, no.
No, he's not even here. He won't listen to this afterwards.
do.
Darren, I bet you don't listen to this. Nina might, though. Sorry, Nina.
No. You have to tread carefully.
Food.
It's good. It's something else, grab and go.
It's also different
For
as well.
breakfast. Yeah, there's
It's got
nothing-
the novelty factor.
I do still think that CityWalk needs more than just places to eat. But we will see.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's very food heavy, and beyond you've got the cinema, Blue Man Group, the Hard Rock, and the mini golf. And
Which
We
might
also got some of the other places that are like nightclubs
yeah,
once nighttime hits around, but for family friendly, obviously,
Yeah.
that's not there for them.
what was that, mine? Sorry.
Just saying, put my 2 penneth in. The mini golf's awesome.
The mini golf is
so
awesome.
Good. Have you played both sides?
No, just the Planet Putt.
Oh, that's the best one.
So it's the one Haunted of Ghostly Greens.
You still haven't done either of them, have you, Chris?
Nope.
Oh my God.
It's on the list.
It needs to be. They are really cool. And definitely at night because they are awesome.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, we were waiting for, I think last time we talked about this, we were waiting for colder weather. to hit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just the right temperature now for the next few months.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely do that.
But going back, I think the maple bacon one is the one I'd be. And obviously I'd have to have
I can't have that.
the voodoo thing. Well, you can take the bacon off
I
it.
might have to have a risk and just have a nibble.
What about the lemon chiffon cruller?
Oh, I can't find the crullers.
Oh, they're on this menu. There's
They're
3
not
of
on
them.
the main one.
Right, the crullers are the lemon chiffon cruller, the
Yes.
glazed chocolate or the maple cruller,
Yes.
and a cinnamon sugar cruller.
Yes. So 3 out of
Those
4
all
I
sound
will
amazing.
have.
They do, I must admit. It's like I would have one of each of them.
I can't do
Jim?
chocolate.
Going to be the same menu as City Hollywood.
Possibly.
Universal Hollywood, sorry. Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
it off somebody. Oh my God, what?
So Voodoo Donut initialised as...
Yeah, let's not go there. I think it went bad enough
and-
earlier.
Yeah, there are stickers. I got VD in Portland.
Awesome.
Then you just mix in the gay bar donut,
Yes.
which I've just seen. It's interesting. Looks nice.
There is an 8 Mile donut. I wonder if that's the M&M one.
Maybe.
Branded.
Mom spaghetti on top of it.
Yeah. Anyway, God.
All right. Enough of donuts.
No.
So yes, Voodoo Donuts coming soon.
Wow.
Well, so let's take a quick break and hear a quick word from our sponsor.
Have you taken a stroll down Diagon Alley and visited Gringotts Bank, grabbed a butterbeer and the 3 broomsticks after a long day touring Hogwarts Castle? No? Then what are you waiting for? Let our team of experts help make your dream a reality. At Mouse and Muggle Travel Company, we specialize in all things Universal Orlando Resort and promise to do our very best to put together a vacation package that fits your needs, wants, and budget. At Universal, there truly is an option for everyone. Or if you're leaning a little more towards pixie dust rather than wands and potions, we specialize in Disney destinations as well. So, if you're ready to get started planning your next family vacation, let Mouse and Muggle Travel Company do all the hard work for you. You have nothing to lose, as our services are free to you. Just visit us at mouseandmuggle.com to fill out a no-obligation quote request, or send an email to info@mouseandmuggle.com. And remember, whether you're a mouse or a muggle, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company can help make your next vacation simply magical.
All right, and we're back. So with that being said, I also want to take it over to Seth with Little Things.
Hey everyone, this is Seth Kaburski, and I am back with a huge celebration of Harry Potter edition of all the little things that are new around the Universal Orlando Resort. Obviously, the big news this past weekend was the celebration of Harry Potter. If you missed attending the event, there should still be some celebration of Harry Potter merchandise available in the parks. The commemorative wands, there were only 1,000 of them, and they sold out very quickly by Saturday morning. But other items, such as the commemorative prints and shirts, should all still be available beyond the event. The biggest addition to this year's celebration of Harry Potter was the new Nighttime Lights of Hogwarts Castle show, which is a projection show similar to the one that ran at Christmas. Here are a couple little tips about that show, which should continue to run intermittently throughout the year beyond the celebration. The show is only about 4.5 minutes long, with an extra minute and a half or so of exit music. So don't spend hours camping out for a show that's less than 5 minutes. The best view is still from directly in front of the stage where they perform the Triwizard Spirit Rally. But the bridge to Jurassic Park, which is one way only for exiting during the show, is a great option for getting a good view without having to camp out quite as long. The only negative thing I have to report over in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is that the Flight of the Hippogriff roller coaster has been running with only one train for the last few weeks. So until the second train comes back online, expect longer than usual waits at that attraction.
Oh, just don't
Let's
bother.
continue counterclockwise around Islands of Adventure into Jurassic Park, where the Jurassic Park River Adventure is now also testing the face scanning technology for express guests with the unlimited hotel passes. Unfortunately, the T-Rex at the end of the Jurassic Park ride is not in great shape. He's having some issues with his arms and the tilt of his head. I'm expecting the Jurassic Park ride to go down for a major refurbishment later this year. In the meantime, you can find some 25th anniversary Jurassic Park merchandise around the island. And right next door in Skull Island, Reign of Kong is also testing that same facial recognition technology now. In Toon Lagoon, Ripsaw Falls is down for its annual seasonal refurbishment, which should end on the 29th of January, and then it will be time for Popeye to have his annual refurbishment. By the way, if you're a fan of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, you can no longer go to Kathy's ice cream stand in Toon Lagoon. They have switched from Ben & Jerry's to generic soft serve. Ben & Jerry's should still be available in the store at New York in Universal Studios Florida. Speaking of Universal Studios Florida, here are a couple little tidbits about that park's upcoming Fast and Furious Supercharged ride. The gift shop, as I mentioned last edition, is now open. They've also added a few additional full-size sports cars to the exit of the gift shop that you can pose and take pictures with. And signage at the ride exit in the gift shop has revealed a minimum height of 40 inches for riders on the new ride. That's a full 4 inches higher than Kong over at Islands of Adventure, which has a similar ride system. And also, interestingly, in the official app, Fast and Furious is listed as a thrill ride, but not as a 3D ride. Elsewhere around the resort, Coca-Cola Freestyle machines have started dispensing special Olympic-themed flavors of soda. And over at Sapphire Falls, there's a new Minion-themed character breakfast every Saturday. Finally, as you are leaving the Universal Orlando Resort, take care if you are exiting onto I-4 eastbound. They have recently rerouted the lanes on the interstate for construction, and the merge exiting from Universal is now a bit tricky, so please drive carefully and keep your eyes open. That's all for now. I'll be back in another couple weeks. Until then, this is Seth Kuberski from the Unofficial Guides, Touring Plans Orlando Weekly, and Attractions Magazine, wishing you a great week.
And we're going to be hearing from John Self in a couple weeks about his experience at the Harry Potter event, so stay tuned.
Yeah, I would have had it in for this one, but I haven't had a chance to edit it. I've been poorly sick.
Yeah.
It's a little cliffhanger.
Yeah, that photo recognition thing that they still want to be bringing in, I'm still not sure about it. I don't see the point.
I know.
I still think it's too much technology.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually going to include this, but just after listening back to that, I think Kyle Baird sent us an email a week or so ago, and he said, "Hi UUOP, my wife and I recently returned from a week-long stay at Universal. We're huge fans and are fortunate enough to be able to visit the resort about 3 times a year. While we loved the resort and had a great time, the new Express Line photo recognition tech kind of soured the experience. We had seen it in the past at Cat in the Hat, but the testing is continuing to broaden across both parks. The process requires the team member to scan your Express Pass barcode and then have you look into the machine for about 5 seconds as it beeps before completing the process. We found that when lines are shorter, i.e. January, the line to scan in for Express was longer than the line to get on the ride. At Men in Black, the line to scan in would be almost backed out of the immigration room, making it seem as though you had to wait in 2 lines to get on the ride. The process was further complicated because hotel guests, Plastic Pass, had to use the camera, while guests who purchased Express Pass in the park, Paper Pass, didn't need to. I understand that this is all about preventing scammers, but I really think they've gone too far. There are better ways they can prevent fraud while not impacting the guest and diminishing the benefit of Express. The biggest problem with the current Express Pass system is barcodes. Smartphones have made it possible for any guest to take a photo of their Express Pass, send the photo off to a friend, and have them print out one for them as well. The barcodes will scan the same, and the somewhat different paper is probably very difficult to detect when it's tucked away on a lanyard. They need to get rid of barcodes and move to a system using NFC. NFC has proven to be reliable at other parks and would be extremely difficult for most people to duplicate. Guests should continue to have their photo taken when they buy Express Pass in the park or arrive at the upper tier hotel to prevent people from passing them to different people. Using NFC would also allow guests to tapu, haha, themselves in rather than requiring an employee to scan them in. Every time a person taps in their photo that was taken when the express pass was assigned should appear on the monitor. This would allow for the employee to make sure people are not scamming the system. It would also be a friendly reminder to guests that the benefit is for them alone and that they should not pass the card along. Using NFC would decrease fraud and express pass abuse while preserving the quality experience that Universal guests have come to love. Implementing the new system would be relatively cheap too. On-site resort guests already have hotel keys that use NFC to unlock their doors. It may require Universal to issue plastic single-day express passes, but it may be possible to implement NFC with a paper pass. They could even further decrease the chance of fraud by making the system locationally aware. For example, if I tap in at the express line at Spider-Man at 10 a.m. and then someone taps in using the same express pass at Gringotts at 10:05 a.m., something could pop up on screen asking the team member to verify the person's photo. I understand that something needs to be done and that I am fortunate to have the express pass regardless of what system they use. However, impacting the experience of everyone in that line just to catch the 0.01% of people who abuse it shouldn't be acceptable. It's not about having my photo taken. That is a part of theme parks and unavoidable in society today. Just don't compromise and diminish the industry-leading experience that Express Pass has been. We spoke to guest relations about all of this and our comments were well received. Thank you for all you do. Love the show, Kyle. So, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's like I said, it's a little too much technology.
It is.
Not really addressing whatever they're trying to address.
And like you said, it's how many people do you honestly think people are trying to scam Express Pass on a weekly basis? I can't imagine it's a lot.
I wouldn't have thought so.
the cost benefit.
I think and Darren even mentioned it. I mean, when they added the photos to the passes, I mean, that pretty much would have taken care of the issue there.
Yeah,
right?
you would think so. But then you're relying on your team members to double check those photos. I think that's why they've brought this in, because if it's that busy and people are just looking through, it's easy to miss.
But I think, don't they have to look at the picture anyways when they scan you with this new camera?
I assume
right,
so.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's some kind of screen attached to it, and then they have to see and verify. Same thing.
It's just technology for technology's sake. It seems ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And you just got to wonder how much it'll cost to install that to actually how much money it's going to save by people skipping the express.
Exactly. They obviously feel it's worth it, but I can't see it myself.
It's almost going to be going through like passport control again.
Yeah.
Worthwhile at Men in Black in the immigration, but nowhere else.
Yeah.
Look, here's a freebie for Universal. Install your express passes into the wands, and now you've sold more wands and more express passes. Done and done.
Oh, if they're listening to this, like, oh my God, why did we not think of that earlier?
Yeah.
Marketing at its finest.
See, I've said before, I want to take the chip and pin out of my debit card and put it in the end of a wand. So when I have to pay, I can do a little swish and flick.
Well, you can get those TV remotes, can't you?
I know, but they don't pay for things.
Well,
I want a wand I can go shopping with. Anyway.
But I think you're right about that contact technology. There's a lot of things that work well with it. I mean, believe it or not, we've just bought a new washing machine that we've got an app that you can use on an Android thing. So
ours has as well.
Yeah.
I don't use it because it's crap, but
it's weird.
Yeah.
And
I don't have Android, so I'm a little traded away.
Well, I have, but our new phones haven't got NFC on, and it was a lot of garbage when it had it on anyway. It's ridiculous.
It's just another way for
you're
Big
right.
Brother to listen to us.
Probably.
Yep. All right, guys. So moving right along. Let's talk about Universal Studios Florida and a post that came up recently in the Producers Club. So would Universal consider changing the name of Universal Studios Florida? And we got some comments in there. Tracy, you want to start us off?
Yeah. Right. So, with Universal Studios Florida moving away from the movie studios theme with more of a be a part of the movies than the original concept of find out how the movies are made, Lee asked the Producers Club if Universal would ever consider changing the name of their flagship park. So,
well, before you get into that, I've kind of garbled that there with what I've given you to read out. The idea is kind of thought with, because when Universal Studios first opened the parks, it was all about sort of taking you behind the scenes and finding out how films were made. So you look at things like Disaster, not so much Jaws and Kong, but a lot of that Alfred Hitchcock stuff. It was about going behind the scenes, and they've totally moved away from that now.
Uh-huh.
Now it's the buzzword now is interactivity, and we're not quite there yet, but it's about making you a part of the story rather than you being a passive viewer now. And especially with Nintendo coming in, I thought going away from that movie thing a little bit, would they ever consider changing the name of Universal Studios Florida?
Well, this is what the Producers Club had to say. So Matthew Tucker. It would be interesting since they still have sound stages and a lot of the theming sets of movies. New York set, Hollywood set, Central Park set, etc. It would take a good amount of retheming to get it to the point of it making sense to change the name. It's always been confusing having Islands of Adventure not have the Universal name in it, but the other park does, and overall it's called Universal Orlando Resort. I'm really curious what they're going to call the next park, considering they've had themed names like Islands of Adventure and Volcano Bay. So, yeah. It's a good point.
Alicia Stella said, technically they called Universal Islands of Adventure and Universal Volcano Bay. You can see the Universal word hiding in the logo for IOA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just call it Volcano Bay. I mean, that's how we typically call it, but
yeah, the technical name is Universal's Islands of Adventure and Universal Volcano Bay, but no one calls them that.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Matthew Tucker in a slightly different accent. Very true. I didn't think about that. Could we see it change to Universal's World Resort, since they have sets from around the country and world, or would that be too close to SeaWorld and Disney World?
Interesting. I wonder if was SeaWorld there way before Disney World, wasn't
I
it?
think so, yeah. Not way before Disney World, no.
Are you sure?
Well, Disney World was 71, wasn't it?
SeaWorld's been there a long time, though, hasn't it?
SeaWorld's been there as long as...
Why's it called SeaWorld anyway?
Because it's about the world of the sea and sea creatures.
73, it says. That's when they opened SeaWorld.
There you go.
I always thought SeaWorld opened before Disney World.
I always thought that Disney World was the first park to ever open there.
1971, yeah. Oh, they're close.
Don't question me.
Well, they didn't stop SeaWorld calling it SeaWorld, even though Disney World was down the road, so yeah, maybe.
Alicia Stella again. New name, like Universal Storyverse Park, Universal Cinemagic Park, or Universal XL Park. Ha! Seriously though, given that the term Universal Studios is so ingrained in people's minds, I don't see them ever changing it. At least I hope not. People are still confused about Disney changing the name of their studio park, and I've seen people lost trying to find Downtown Disney nowadays. Changing names can be bad news. Yes, MGM Studios.
But I still find myself calling it Disney Hollywood Studios, and when you consider they were both rival parks when they opened, Hollywood Studios was Disney getting, when they found out that Universal were building that park in Orlando, that was their retaliation to it. Yeah, so it shows it can be done. And there's rumours going around that Hollywood Studios will have another name change at some point in the near future.
Or like Tatooine.
For the same reason,
like
because that's not going to be...
Yeah,
that's not going to be a themed, like a studio themed park either, so it'd be interesting to see if they do.
Yeah, they took out even the Great Movie Ride. So
yeah.
I know, I can't believe that.
I know, I'm gutted.
Yeah. Tyler Bowman says, not a chance. They have too much history and branding logged into that name that it would cost them untold millions of dollars to change it. They might not be pretending it's a live movie set anymore and that the backgrounds are actually sets, but there's no way they can undergo a full rebrand this late in the game and with as much competition as there is in this city when it comes to theme parks. So
fair point.
Everyone's just shooting me down, aren't they?
Yeah.
I didn't say they would. I just wondered if they would.
It's got people talking.
Absolutely. Dan Craig, I don't think a name change is necessary. I like the change in direction to just paying tribute to the movies themselves rather than the making of. The name is ingrained and still appropriate. Very good point.
Yeah.
I think just one thing on there for me is, as you know, if you go think about, although they're not the movies, you're still showing you behind the scenes. You still do your immigration tour, your tour of the Mummy. So they are taking you behind the scenes, just not of the movies anymore.
Yeah, that is a good
and
point.
They've still got the horror makeup show.
True.
Yeah.
And the Mummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that one is a ride, but it still takes you kind of behind the scenes of making that
That's
movie.
very true, actually. Although I don't know how many people actually really understand that now. That queue is that whole ride's a bit of a mismatch now. I wonder how many people actually realise what the whole story of that thing's meant to be.
You know, I did not know what it was until we did the tour on it.
Yeah.
And then I learned so much. I'm like, this is awesome. So if you have not done it, do it.
Definitely.
I wonder when it'll become the point that nobody knows who Brendan is. All the kids.
I don't think we're that far away. Well, I think if the Tom Cruise Mummy had have hit better than it did, we might have got that point, but I don't think we're going to yet.
No. Jacqueline Colpitts says, I think with most of the attractions being movie or TV related, the name still rings true. I still feel a very movie set vibe in many areas of the park. It's still like riding the movies. We are just in the movie instead of watching the production. It takes a lot to keep people's interest these days. Crowds would not be pleased with the tram-style ride-through stuff these days. However, I would love to see more homage to old movie monsters, classic films through the 80s. That would add to the Universal Studios feel. I think she's right. People, they wouldn't be happy with the tram style.
No,
that was originally there and is in. There's still the tram tour in Hollywood.
Yeah. That. I don't think that'll ever leave that park.
You know, and it's. No, she's right.
It's my issue is it's not just TV and movies. With them bringing Nintendo in there, it changes it.
But gaming nowadays...
I suppose there's still studios that make them, but it's not...
But also modern... If you look into modern gaming as well, it's like playing a movie rather
they're very cinematic.
You know?
Yeah.
So...
I mean, even if you're behind the scenes of a gaming studio, you're going to sit and watch some 22-year-olds sitting doing some coding.
Yeah. Well, they've got the Dave School on site, so you could go and watch them do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Patrick Hopkins says, if they were to change it, I think they should drop the studios and just call it Universal. Whenever you talk about the parks, people call it Universal. They never say Universal Studios. Also, people are already used to seeing the logo, so it wouldn't really create confusion.
That's an interesting point as well, because right, how many people...
However, I call it Studios. I'll drop the Universal.
I honestly call it Universal all the time. And then Islands is just Islands.
Yeah. I think the way you'd have to find that is Joe Public, because we're a different kettle of fish because we come at it from a different point of view. But I wonder what, and I think you probably find that the general public would probably call it Universal. Most of them probably wouldn't. In fact, most of them, if they're going to call it anything, call it Universal Studios Orlando anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't the general public kind of give their feedback when they did the Universal Escape?
Yeah.
You would imagine it would be exit questionnaires.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe to keep our eyes and ears open for those.
Good point.
Peter Nancaro says Universal Hollywood. No, it's a studios first, theme park second. When the tours were set up, it was to show how movies were made. There is a part of me that wants it to keep it that way. I think this is a great subject in the sense that in the early days, Hollywood influenced how Florida was shaped when created. Now Florida has influenced how the Hollywood studios is shaped as a theme park.
Good
Interesting.
point. Yeah. Jacqueline Colpitts says, I think so. People used to be happy to see the production and backstage stuff. Now they want both. They want to be an insider, but they also want thrills. Florida has a thrills part, and it's obviously making money.
Okay.
She's right.
Yeah. Kenneth Leeming says Universal Studios is not just the name of a park. So pictures. It's the name of the company identity. That would be like changing the name of Disneyland. But for the sake of discussion, I would like to say the only reason to change the name of the park would be if they ever replace Production Central and completely stop productions taking place in their sound stages.
Okay.
They still play host to Impact Wrestling.
True.
The only acceptable change in name would be Universal Park Florida or Universal Florida Park.
Yeah. Because I think I'll wait until we're finished, because something that just crossed my mind while we're discussing all these.
Let's not forget about Sharknado as well. I mean, that is a true highlight.
Modern classic.
Pioneer
Kimmy
of
Schmidt.
its time.
Tyler Bowman, although even that remains to be seen. Anthem Entertainment, who owns Impact, just moved their production to Canada and already did a set of tapings there. They were just here this past weekend, wrapping up yesterday, and all good through April. They'll probably announce their next set of tapings around then, but it's really up in the air if they're still going to tape here. Maybe they don't like me in their spandex, want to get up in big cold air.
Interesting.
Chris Rook, Count Rookula. I can't see them changing the name other than possibly starting to reinforce the Universal branding on Iowa and Volcano Bay a bit more, and therefore making it easier to include that in any future park option without it feeling jarring. However, an alternative might be the, in air quotes, deep breath, Universal, we've got Marvel tied up, so suck it, Disney. You'll prize this brand out of our cold, dead fingers. Orlando Resort has a ring to it.
Just Chris.
I like that. Try and get that logo on a hat.
Something that's just crossed my mind while we've been talking there, that makes me think it's more viable than I think a lot of people are giving it credit for is, I don't know whether you will get a lot of ads for the parks on the TV over there, Chris, but we've been seeing a lot of them over here recently. Yeah. And the branding that all the push is Universal Orlando Resort. As far as I can think, they don't mention the names of the parks at all. No. The branding they're pushing is Universal Orlando Resort. Maybe Volcano Bay, I think, maybe gets mentioned. I think it did when it first opened last year. But as far as the parks go, it's not. The branding, the whole, the resort as a whole.
Do you think?
Yeah,
do you
it's the
think
same thing
the hotel, the holiday companies are saying come to the hotels as well. So those who, they're trying to get them into Cabana Bay, and all that stuff. Yeah. Hard Rock.
It does make sense, right? I mean, because they're going to want you to come and do everything. They don't just want you to have a specific park that you should check out. Oh, this one ride. It's like, hey, come over, stay at our hotels, visit our parks, come to the entire resort.
Yes.
So they, trying to sell to you as one thing. To do this one thing, this is what you need to do.
Well, it is. I mean, unlike Disney, the beauty of Universal is if you decide that you just want to stay in a Universal hotel for your entire stay, you don't need any transport. Because everything's within walking distance.
You don't want your transport because it'll charge you $30 to park in there
what I'm
anyway.
Saying. So it is an all-encompassing resort. Yes. So I do think they're selling it right.
But I just think it gives them that leeway to change the name of the park if they wanted to, because the branding they're pushing is the whole thing, not necessarily its individual parts. Volcano Bay, obviously, because it's the new thing.
Yeah. I think they're just showing how cohesive the whole unit is.
Yeah, but it's not like, come and check out Universal Orlando Resort with our flagship park, Universal Studios Florida, and our state-of-the-art park, Islands of Adventure.
But Disney don't do that.
No, they don't. You're right.
They say, come and look at Walt Disney World Resort. So that those equivalent adverts are the same. But they're not saying, come to Magic Kingdom, come to Animal Kingdom.
And I think, just to add to that, I mean, Universal Studios was their original park that they opened up. So it would almost be at the same level of Disney changing the name of Magic Kingdom to something else, right? Because they changed MGM Studios to Hollywood Studios and maybe to something else next, but it's still a big park, but it's an auxiliary park of theirs, right? Their original park was Magic Kingdom. I think it would almost be to that same effect if they changed Universal Studios. Like that's just engraved in people's minds.
Yeah, I suppose it's again. Think about. I will hold my hands up and say I was never for or against anything of this. I just thought it was an interesting topic of conversation with the way the parks seem to be going. But it's kind of like if you look at Epcot. Epcot isn't what that park was supposed to be, yet they still named it Epcot.
Yeah,
but it doesn't really. The name means
do what it was
nothing really to what the park is currently.
Well, no, because they took the
what is it? The environmental prototype
it's not
community
anymore. It's one word. It's no longer an acronym.
Is that?
They stopped it being an acronym
really?
a long time ago. Yeah, it's capital.
I hope you're right because there's all emailing in now.
I am right. It's capital E and the rest is lowercase. It's a word now. Okay. It is not an acronym, and it's been that way for a number of years.
Those kind of the Epcot fans, if they changed that name, it would be forever known as Epcot with the golf ball at the entrance of the park. So.
Yeah.
I'll just say Dueling Dragons.
Yeah, I did try. I kind of got to the point at the end when I was calling it Dragon Challenge.
I still have to concentrate on it.
And
whatever comes in next,
That's all right. Thomas still calls Diagon Alley Jaws.
I feel his pain.
No, I just thought it was an interesting topic, and it's actually we've got a bit more legs out of it than I thought we would, to be honest. Personally, I don't think they ever would, because as you say, it is the flagship park, and it's what everybody knows, the Universal Studios Florida. But it is interesting that they're moving away from that direction now, and I wonder if it's even if it's been a tiny little conversation that they've had. Do you think we would ever consider changing the name? Because like I said, I can't remember who it was said that you'd go to something like Universal's Orlando Park or Universal Park Orlando, something like that. You're not changing it massively, but you're just getting rid of that studios part from it, which kind of does, but doesn't. Like I say, once they bring Nintendo in, for me, it doesn't fit anymore. But
yeah.
It was just an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Definitely a good post and a good little chat on that.
Yeah, thanks for everyone that commented. There's some really good comments, actually. I think kind of sort of pushing towards both sides of the argument for it.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right, that's going to wrap up episode number 285 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. And thank you for listening. Thank you from Lee, Tracy, and Martin. And of course, I'm Chris. See you guys next week.
Cut, print. That's a wrap for another episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Never miss a show by subscribing on Apple Podcasts and leave us a rating and review while you're there. Not an Apple user? You can listen on Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, or your podcatcher of choice. Email us any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. Keep up with the latest news, rumors, and updates on our blog at uuopodcast.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week.